just a moment of your time. No offense, but I want to get to know the real you, like the real you. No offense, no offense. If you have a moment, I would like to get to know the real you, the real you. No offense, the real you, the real you. No offense. What's up, guys? It's your boy Matt Aronson, also known as Mr. No Offense. To those of you who may be familiar with the platform, in case you are not familiar with the platform, this may be your first time here. I understand that you're probably watching this on NoOffenseLLC.com. That screen, wherever you may be watching it, is too small. You are welcome to download the No Offense Network Roku app if you have a Roku television, which is actually playing behind me. I have it playing behind me to make sure that it is streaming and it is live now. So if you like some time to be able to switch over to do that, all you have to do, again, download the No Offense Network Roku app. And when you enter the app, you just want to find the ad for today under videos. We got K-Town on the show today. So do me a favor, wherever you might be, share the page. Let somebody know, hey, that bald guy who be talking mess be on again. You know what I'm saying? He's got another artist that's going to introduce us to. And again, just show the love, man. I really appreciate everybody who tunes in to get to know these artists, to give them your time and attention, and your ear, best of all. You know what I'm saying? So that you can get introduced to some flies music. You know what I'm saying? What else do y'all tuning in for? So without further ado, y'all know how we do. Make sure that y'all catch the earlier interview that we had today. The hits is now available on the website, as well as the Roku channel. But it's K-Town time. You know what I'm saying? So put on your seatbelts. We in for a ride. I'm going to go ahead and get my boy on the show. Now y'all gonna get to know him. Let's do it. What's happening, my G?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man. Hey, I definitely want to appreciate you for taking the opportunity to be on the platform, brother. I'm very interested in getting to know, you know what I'm saying, from your humble beginners, brother, to where you are now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Um,
I'm a real lover of music, man, and I really respect the creative mind of those that take the time to make their, put their soul on tracks, man. You know what I'm saying, and see how others receive those. And sometimes I feel like, in music we get to hear the art, you know what I'm saying, but we don't really get to know the person. You know what I'm saying. So here we have a platform, so that this way we get a chance to get to meet the artist behind the art and get a chance to get to know you, man. You know what I'm saying. So it's a deeper connection as to what it is. You know what I'm saying, that we're listening to. It sound like a plan
right.
with you?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All right, brother. I always try to start every story from the beginning, because before you build a great building, you got to know the foundation is solid. You know what I'm saying? So, if you don't mind me asking, where were you born and raised, brother?
I was born in Kansas City, Kansas. I was raised in Leavenworth, Kansas, where I was born and raised at.
KCMO. Oh, okay, okay. I did see that you. I'm a big strange music fan, bro. Like, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, man. Tech is done some amazing things out there, brother. And I mean, y'all got some crazy talent out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know the Midwest got y'all, man. Y'all got your own sound, bro. You know what I'm saying? I commend y'all for that, man. For sure, for sure. So who are some artists that you might listen to on your way up, brother?
Oh man, mostly Tupac, Nipsey. That's pretty much all I listen to. Some Dave East, you know what I'm saying? But I like old school rap. You know what I'm saying? That's more. I'm an old school soul. So I mean, I listen to old stuff. I mean, I even listen to Sam Cooke still. So.
Man, listen, that chain game, man. Hey, I'm just like you, man. I was raised with the old school, brother. You know what I'm saying? I actually, believe it or not, a lot of times I if I got something important to do, 9 out of 10, I throw on some old school, bro. It's just you know what I'm saying. It's just them vibes, man. You know what I'm saying. And that's great roots, and I know you know great sounds, man. You said Sam Cooke, right? You know what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. You know, you know what I'm saying.
Oh
So you had but I noticed you was actually apart from Nip, you got pop. So you listen from all over, from East Coast, West Coast, everything, kind of like that blend.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I listen to pretty much everything. I listen to Biggie, I listen to Nas, I listen to pretty much everything. I'm pretty much diverse when it comes to hip hop, so I listen to kind of pretty much everybody. So.
I understand. Do you listen to other genres, or is it? Because I mean, we all got our thing. Like personally, hey, don't shoot me for it. I'm not really a big country fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm originally from Florida. I know I stay in Texas. Some people gonna hear that and be like, "How you in Texas? You don't like country?" You know, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Is there any genres that you don't necessarily listen to, or you know what I'm saying? Like you'll listen to it if somebody else got it on the radio, you get their car or something, but it ain't something that you necessarily put on.
Oh, I'll pretty much listen to anything, man. I pretty much like music that tells stories. I mean, if it's telling a story and it's touching me, I'm gonna listen to it no matter what it is. I'm gonna give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? So,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. And you never know what your head might nod to. So you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, bro. I definitely appreciate that. All right, so as far as getting into your career, getting into your skill, when did you? Because we have those parts in life where you go from listening to now I want to now you know what I'm saying. Now I want to see if I can do this. You know what I'm saying? When did that happen for you, bro?
actually, when I was younger, I started out really liking Michael Jackson a lot. That's kind of where my love for music came in. I mean, I used to see how he just, when he come on stage, he just make people pass out. You know what I'm saying? Just because he was so captivating. You know what I'm saying? It just, I wanted to be that. You know what I mean? I wanted people, and especially when I heard Tupac, just the way he told stories and how real it was. I wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because the environment I grew up in it was rough. You know what I'm saying? Growing up as a kid, so music was kind of my outlet as me telling my stories. You know what I'm saying, of how I grew up, what I seen on the street. You know, my hustling, my struggles, my mom's problems. You know, anything it may have been that I was going through, I started tried to put in the music. And like my brothers when I was younger, actually my oldest brother was in a band when I was younger, so he got me really started in music at a young age. So music's always been in my family.
That's what's up. You say he was in a band? Like
Oh yeah.
you mean like a group or actual band? What instrument did he play?
Oh, my brother, he plays the drums, he plays the bass, he plays the guitar, he plays the piano. He pretty much got me into all the instruments and everything. So that's how I really got into music.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. So you play instruments as well?
Me, I mess around in the studio. I don't, I, you know, I tinker around on the piano a little bit, but no, I don't really play any instruments.
I got you. Hey, nothing wrong with it, bro. Nothing wrong with it. Okay. So when did you say you solidified your first song? Maybe not have recorded it, but when you put together your first body of art and you just were excited to, you know what I'm saying? Were you one that would share much, or some of us go away in the journal, man. We keep it secret. We don't want nobody to see it. How what was your experience?
Well, actually, the first song I made was with a Kansas City label. It was Landmark Music with Ron, and it was the artist. He was the main one, and Tech Nine got wind of it. Actually, that's how I got hooked up with him because he heard the track, and I was like, okay. I thought he was, he was bullshitting me because most people will say, I'm gonna hit you up, but they ain't never gonna hit you up. 2 days or so went by. He was like, man, why don't you come to Strange Music? Get up on it, we'll see what's going on. I was like, okay, okay. So it lasted a little while, until I wanted to do my own thing. I just wanted to have my own label like I do right now, be my own man. So I feel I'm happier like this. So
Facts. So when about was it like an internship with Strange, or what happened with that? Like when did this about this occur?
it happened when I was probably 25 years old or so when that happened, when I actually started getting serious with my music. He actually, it wasn't an internship or nothing like that. It was kind of like a distribution type of deal. So.
That's what's up. That's what's up, brother. How was that experience? Like you said, just being because that's a unique, man. Tex. Not that this is his interview at all. I'm just going to say that at such an early age, and impressionable age of 25. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing a lot of, Tech is a legend, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you're in the powerhouse and you're seeing things move. How did that inspire, bro?
It really inspired me as far as his work ethic, you know what I'm saying, as far as the artist side as well as the business side, because business side is very important. You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? It's one thing to be an artist, but it's also one thing to know the business side. And that's one thing I really, really wanted to know. So I tried to pay attention as much as I could while I was up there, while I was around those guys, the way they moved, the way they presented themselves, the way they carried themselves. Whatever little thing I could learn, I learned from them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way to be successful. And I mean, as far as the business and the streets is two totally different things, and that's a
Yes,
lot of things a lot of artists have a hard time separating with. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring the streets into a business environment. It's just not going to work like that.
man.
So you got to
You
learn to separate the two.
man, the wisdom is already apparent because you said something that it takes a lot of artists, to lose a lot of opportunities and just deals with different people behind learning that lesson there. That you can't there's a time and a place for everything, bro. You can't like certain rooms don't certain behaviors don't belong in certain rooms. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And the fact that you grabbed that so early, brother, and knew immediately, what it is that you want to do. I know you said that you have your own label. How did you go about, going from, I'm doing this with Strange and I'm learning the game, but then having that thought like, hey, I want to, what I'm saying, like maybe they're doing some things that I kind of want to do, or like a little different, give it an opportunity, or how did you make that transition into saying like, I think this is going to be better, um, you know, me going this way as far as what I'm trying to do.
Um, like I said, when I was up there, I tried to learn everything I could because I had kind of a set plan in my mind, like from the very, very beginning, that I wanted my own label. I just didn't really know how to go about it. But the best thing to do is really to own your own. Like Nipsey says, is to have your own ownership, own your masters. You own everything. You know what I'm saying? That especially when I started digging Nipsey, his interviews, listening to the knowledge that that dude had. Unfortunately, I never got the chance to meet him, but I mean, I watched every interview, anything he's ever done, I've watched it, and I learned a lot from that. So, I mean, it's just you really have to get into your LLCs as far as your business, and you have to look into investigating. I mean, as far as like your promotionary business wise, you have to promote your music. You don't necessarily have to get in your car like they did back in the day and go city to city. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways to promote yourself, and you really got to be up on game on that.
Facts, marketing. Like you said, you don't have to do it like back in the day when you had to show up necessarily with the trunk. And because thank God for the internet, the internet has made it possible to cover a large span in a short amount of time if you know what to do. Um,
But it also, I think, I mean, it can make artists lazy too. At the same, I mean, at the same, it can make you lazy. Every day you got to push it. You know what I'm saying? You can't get lazy because I mean, it's always gonna be the next man wanting to step in your spot. So you always got to stay ahead. You know what I'm saying?
always, man. Hey, somebody is working a little bit harder, trying to get higher than what you trying. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, you
Always.
can't take your foot off the pedal. Yes, sir. I definitely understand. What is so we all have these days where we it may not be our best day. You know what I'm saying? Like whether as much as we try to stay positive, there are times where um, it gets hard, man. This is life. That's promised to you. What inspires you on these days, man, to keep it pushing?
My kids, man, my kids more than anything, because I mean, just problems in life, whether it be a financial problem, a business issue, a relationship issue, anything like that. As an artist, you really got to learn that your feelings are kind of on the back burner at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because say you got a show and they expect to see you show up happy. You know what I'm saying? You can't show up being a bummer. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up with a smile on your face. You know what I'm saying? You got to be happy and chipper and be that person they want to see. So you really got to learn how to separate your feelings in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, with me, my feelings, everything you hear in my music is 100% accurate. That's how I get my feelings out, is in my music. I don't necessarily really talk to people about my problems or anything like that. I put it in my music. So
So
that's my
hey,
100% accurate.
that outlet, and man, and listen, you do it well. One thing I love about music is the fact, like I said, you as the artist have this canvas, man. You know what I'm saying? And whatever what the thing about art is subjective, bro. So it's like what you might put on the canvas, I might get something completely different from that. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that it's wrong. It's just, you know what I'm saying. It's just the message that I got from it, and also it's the brilliance in the art and the artist making it able to be perceived in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
it's like when we have people who take the time to do it and present it in a way. I don't really think music can be wrong. I just think, you know what I'm saying, people either like they take it, they gravitate toward it, or they don't. And it's
right.
so much out there that you know what I'm saying. My next question, as an artist, how do you pick and decide um, when a track is best released? You know what I'm saying? Because I know you, like you said, you got all these emotions, and you writing this music as you're going through these things. But when it's later time to release a project, how do you pick and decide? You know what makes the cut for this particular project, or what sounds right for this particular, project or feeling that we're trying to deliver.
With me, I pretty much release anything that's on my mind, pretty much. I mean, if I'm in a mood, because everybody gets in the moods to where, you got haters on you. I mean, they in your ear, you know what I'm saying? So you gonna get on the mic and let that aggression out. You know what I'm saying? So some of my songs may be a little mean, some of them may be a little thorough, you know what I'm saying? And then some may be, on the lovey-dovey side, you know what I'm saying? On uh some totally different slow jam tip. It just depends on what I'm feeling at the moment. You know what I mean? So, I mean, my music is pretty diverse. I think it's for any mood that you in, you can find it in my music. Whether you happy, sad, energetic, anything, you can find it in my music.
There you go, that versatility, brother. It definitely takes you a long way, man, for sure. As far as I was listening to music. Shout out to I said I saw Hindsight. Hindsight was the one I was checking out in the
Oh,
video. I saw that you had a collaboration. Can you tell me about, how was it putting together the collaboration, as far as the track and the video?
oh, for hindsight, it was amazing. Yeah, shout out to King Controverse on that. Man, it was an amazing experience. That was the first video I shot actually. So it was he shot his, I believe, in New York. I shot my scenes in Kansas City. So it was just a unique experience, man. I mean, I got another video coming out too, Fly Ship. That's gonna be coming out next, and a couple of other ones after that. But
You said Flash.
making videos, Fly Shit, yeah, it's one of my most popular tracks actually. It's King Controversies on that too.
Okay, okay. I
So
want.
yeah, I've had the pleasure of collaborating with some really great guys. The song I got outdoors right now is really really popular. That's my most recent track that's out right now. My album, The Rebirth, it came out probably 3 weeks ago. It's got some pretty good songs on it too. So
I see. I see. It's actually it's getting quite a lot of plays as well. I think Doors is the track that you have when we go to your profile. That's the one that's sitting on your profile right now, right? Because
right, right, right.
I don't know if people know, but I bet you guys actually do go back and listen. I'm you know what I'm saying. I like to know who it is that I'm talking to, bro. So I did hear there was a part there where you said, I mean, this is the No Offense podcast, but you said fuck royalty. You want to talk about? You want to tell me what's going on with that, bro?
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, just to make a long story short, I know you've heard of Bentley Records, right?
Yes, sir. Wow.
Okay, I was actually a Bentley Records artist for about a year and a half or so. I was the highest tier that you can get. I was a Bentley Gold artist. Uh, what happened with that was it was a learning experience for me. I mean, and there's a lot of artists out there that I want to tell right now, do not sign no developmental deals with any label that you go to. Don't do that because they're just going to take your money, man. That's all that happens. I mean, and I speak my mind no matter what. Everybody knows whether people get mad at me, they get pissed off. It's 100% real. I mean, I was with them probably a year and a half and I made $40. Swear to God. And
What?
I broke off by myself, and within 6 months I tripled that by myself in 6 months. But with
Wow.
Bentley Records, a well-known label, I made $40 in a year and a half.
Hold on. I got. I
Yeah.
got. I got to do this one quick time. One quick one from around. What the fuck are y'all doing with the money?
Right,
You
right.
know, mind want to know, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, where the money at? You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
man, that's
that's pretty much how that got started because I broke off from them, and that's how I started my label. Soon as I done that, a lot of Bentley Records artists was kind of heated about it, so I had to talk about them because they was like making diss tracks about me. So I mean, if somebody makes a diss track about me, I'm gonna fire back at you. That's almost like somebody talking about Tupac and he making hit him up. You know, I'm not gonna let you just sit there and talk about me, and I'm not gonna respond to it. So
So okay. So you decide Bentley Records is not for me. Is this the birth of LKP, which is what, Lit Kings?
Last Kings Productions LLC, yeah, that's how I got started when I left Bentley Records. Yeah.
How was the? I mean, now with all the knowledge that you've gotten from Strange, from your internship with not internship from your distribution deal with Strange to now learning because. I mean, a lot of people don't realize is being an artist is part of the education, man. Like you know what I'm saying. Like it's a lot in this. There's a lot in this business, man. And unfortunately, not everybody is honorable. They don't have integrity. You know what I'm saying. And it sucks that you got to learn this shit as you go because it's a lot of smiling faces in this business. Um, but
Oh, it's
what's
some
up?
dirty people, man. I just gotta say, you can't trust nothing, nobody. I mean, if they tell you that you signing a distribution deal, that's probably okay. But if it's a developmental deal, really all that label is doing is developing you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? They're developing you to get to the next level. That's pretty much all they're doing. I mean, they may pay for your graphics, your mixing and mastering, all that to make it look good, to make it look like you're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But at
Yeah,
the end of the day, you're not making no money. They are. I mean, if you got 100,000 streams, you get $25.
yeah. It's yeah.
I mean, and they're gonna keep the rest. And I mean, like, at the end of the year, they're supposed to send you a tax statement. That's
Yes.
when I left Bentley Records. That the day they sent me that tax statement is the day I left because it was just miscellaneous numbers that weren't correct. It was like you have Spotify, you have Apple Music, you got Deezer, you got all these sites, and you telling me I've only sold on two or three of these, or ones are missing, and stuff's not right. And I do it 6 months by myself, and I print my stuff out, and I see everything. Everything is correct. So that told me right there that you was screwing me. You know what I'm saying? You was telling me what you wanted me to see. You know what I'm saying? You hiding numbers off in the background, hiding them in your pocket, and you letting me see what you want me to see. Don't let nobody do that to you.
Do you think it was because they saw the value in what you were doing and the production it was bringing, and trying to plan on? I mean, it doesn't matter what it was. What's yours should be given to you. Like, I'm sorry, like, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying. But it's just, I mean, that's just me. I mean, I understand there's a cost of doing business, but what I gotta ask is like in today's time with the independent market being so big and with the amount of tools that you can do, as I'm sure you know now because you got your label up, but what is the development of deal? That almost sounds like a joke, like to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because if they're what they're doing essentially is what you can do yourself, is what you're telling me.
Well, pretty much they hit up a lot of young artists. You know what I'm saying? They don't really hit people up that are 20s and 30s years old because these young artists don't really have a lot of knowledge as far as like how the rap game goes, and they'll tell them they promise you this. Your mixing and mastering's taken care of, your graphics are taken care of. You don't have to do anything. They make it sound real good to you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they're not telling you about the money part. That's the part you need to be worried about. Don't worry about the mixing and mastering and the graph. I can do that myself. You know,
That,
you know what I'm
that's
saying? So I mean, I want to know where my ducats is at. Where's my money going at? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and what made me real salty about Bentley Records was I had an album, Anubis, that I released with them. It was out 1 month. I had 400,000 streams with them, and they told me I made no money off of that at all. Nothing, zero. That I didn't
I'm,
make anything.
I'm sorry. I wasn't the greatest person in math, so forgive me
Right.
if I've got to say it slowly and try to keep up. You got 400,000 streams,
And
and
they
they told
told me I made nothing because the CEO of Bentley Records is Luca Days. See, he travels all the time. I mean, like on his Instagram, stuff like that. He be in Dubai, these foreign countries all the time. You spending your artist money to travel. That's what you're doing. I mean, he don't want nobody calling him out, and he got mad that I called him out on it. I mean, how are you affording to go to all these places, but we broke? That makes no sense. You're supposed to take care of your artists. You know, if you traveling to Dubai, you can break me off 500,000. You know what I'm saying? Or pick me up on the plane along the way at least.
I'm a piece of gold. Yeah, I might want to. Yeah, come on, man. Especially if you're the reason they're there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, listen, they might have been mad before. They're gonna be pissed now because I cut clips.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. I was kind of salty about that. I had to go on about my business, and I mean, ever since I've been doing it myself, I've done 100% better by myself. 100%.
I'm very glad to hear that, brother. Because what a lot of people don't realize is when you do that, when you rob the artist, like they're putting a lot, they're putting everything into this, right? I mean, that's something they love, and you give them a bad experience, and it's a they lose twice. Well, everybody loses twice. For one, the music stops being created, right?
Right.
And then two, I mean, let's not act like people don't have bills, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like,
no.
and the term starving artist is not popular because it just sounds good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to get these people that little bit that you feel like ain't you whatever it is that you feel like they ain't gonna miss. They need every penny because that's what's fun in the dream. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Like, so now, like I said, I do understand there's business. Like, okay, like for example, we're a business. I like, you know what I'm saying. We have services, but we also provide. We try to provide a service. We try to give something. You know what I'm saying? And we have something that costs money. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying. You got to give and go. But I don't know, man. Like it's I don't know. Maybe I'm too scared of karma to be trying to rip people off, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because
I just think young artists need to realize one thing, that you can do it all yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you investigate certain avenues like apps, I mean anything easy like graphics, mixing and mastering, you can do all that yourself. You don't really need anybody to do that for you. I mean, you can get on TuneCore, you can get on whatever thing you want to get on and start your account and distribute your music yourself. It may take a little extra time, because you got to go through the paperwork and the red tape and all that stuff. But it's better to handle it all yourself than do it, let somebody else do it. You know.
now I will say this because I'm not one to blow smoke. I will say this, especially as a person who does a lot of shit by himself. Yes, you can do it by yourself. Now, should you do that shit by yourself? You need to ask yourself, because this is what I would say. Let's face it. Some of us are better at certain things than others. Some, like, you know what I'm saying. Some of us. I put it this way: there's so many hours that you have to commit to a craft to become a master of the craft. And
Right.
being an artist, there's a lot. There's a lot of avenues. I'm not saying it can't be done by yourself because it can completely, you know what I'm saying, it can completely be done. But you gotta understand how much actually is it demands to do this shit, like, right, because you can do it, but are you doing it right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so I don't want to sell nobody no dream. There's a lot of hard work that comes into this.
It's a
But
lot.
with that being said, that's why the money is even more so needed because sometimes you gotta pay somebody to do that shit, and that's where that little money comes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big circle, which is why I said, man, it's messed up that they're messing with your money, dog. Like, because it's not just this situation. It affects everything. You know what I'm saying? It affects
Right.
everything in a whole. Whether what the artists spend on marketing, what the artists like, because after you get the graphics, after you get the mix and master, after you get the distribution, then comes the promo. Yeah, you could put it on Facebook, you can put it on Instagram, you can put it on TikTok. Yeah, you can do all that stuff, but guess what? They won't pay to do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's still a you know what I'm saying? It's like a give and go, and obviously the better your stuff looks, the more plays it'll get, or or
Exactly.
or if it don't, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're willing to throw more money at it than the average person, it'll get more. There's ways and caveats to achieve, but yes, it can all be done by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I just said my thing about the whole deal with what you had going on with Bentley Records was like, man, if you're gonna develop an artist, then develop them to where they can have something, you know what I'm saying, to show for why you taking their money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? For you to be able to triple what they gave you in 6 months, you know what I'm saying? And they had a year and a half. Like, that's kind of,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like that my math, like I said, I ain't no calculator. But that shit don't sound like it add up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
No, no. And I mean, with
So
them, and with them, I mean, all you do is end up spending money. You don't make no money because, like, when you sign a a developmental deal, you have to pay a fee. It's like $350, to sign into the contract. So you paying them money. They're not paying you anything. You know what I'm saying? You have to pay a $350 fee to get into this developmental deal.
what? Okay, so I gotta ask you as an artist, what exactly are you getting for that? You just had to pay. So I'm saying,
Exactly.
what do you get when what are they providing for you? Like, because like you said, the graphics and stuff like that. Like, look, come
When you
on,
pay them, when
have
you
you?
pay them the 300, when you pay them the $350, they're gonna tell you they provide the graphics, the mixing and mastering, the distribution, the promoting. They do all that for you. They gonna charge you for that though. They don't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell you to sit back and just make music. That's all you need to do. That's what they gonna tell you, and you'll be fine. You don't even ask about the money part because it ain't nothing in that contract about no money. It's a developmental deal. They're developing you for the next stage of your career, and that's what they'll explain to you. If you ask about some money, they're gonna tell you signed a developmental contract. That's to develop you for the next level, like for a major label to sign you or something like that. They're developing you for that. That's what they're gonna tell you.
I'm not. I don't understand nobody because I don't know these people, whatever they got going on. But I just want to summarize. They made you pay $350 for some shit they could tell you what in a YouTube video.
Yes. And they do it to artists all day long. They're gonna tell you sign a developmental deal and that they provide all these services, make it sound good, and you're not gonna make nothing.
I know this is America and everybody chasing the dream, but boy, that shit is crazy. We in the wrong
But
industry.
it's sad though. It's sad because some artists got to learn the hard way, man. It's sad. That's why I want to tell them, don't do it. Because if you do it, you're gonna regret it. I'm telling you, all you're gonna do is be spending money. That's all you're gonna do. You're not gonna make nothing. I mean, if you think that you are, you can go ahead and try it. But I'm telling you, what's gonna happen.
No, well, obviously this platform we have a lot of independent artists, and I always encourage listen, whatever you willing to give somebody to impart in you, just put it on yourself. Ask somebody
Right,
with some knowledge, find out how to market, find out how to run an ad, find out how to read data, find out how to what I'm saying, and everything that I just said to you is free. You can find this information online instead of going to Pornhub and xnxx.com, go
right,
to
right,
Google and type in something that's going to help your career and learn something for free so that you can
right.
make money and live the life that you want. Because, man, listen, I was watching an interview with you, and I ain't going to lie, man, I was watching an interview. You had a nice on Chuck on. I said, man, one day I want to be like, bro, when I grow up, that thing was nice, bro. That shit was hitting diamonds, and I think you got it on right now. I said, they were hitting the
Oh
light.
yeah,
I said,
oh
man,
yeah,
nice. Oh, man.
oh yeah.
Hey man, I know it's got to be cold. You got the jacket on, man. You know what I'm saying? I know it's got to be cold. You got the ice up there, man. It looks good, brother. I just asked, have you done any performances yet live, or are you looking to do some performances? We back outside before this. I'm not gonna got. I don't want to speak a jinx about this new COVID shit going on, but we back outside right now. You know what I'm saying? They got South by Southwest. They have other music festivals and things. Are you? Do you have any performances you might be coming up, or have you done any lately that we should be aware of that we can go check out?
The last show I did was actually in St. Louis, Missouri. It was a few years back. I got one coming up in July in Topeka, Kansas, with my guy Staff Johnson and King Crano, July 14th. But I'm trying to get some more shows lined up, so everybody be looking out for those. There's gonna be some dates coming up as soon as the weather break. Here in Kansas City, this weather in the winter be crazy.
Man, you said that I felt the trip. Y'all in the Midwest is truly like no other, bro. Like y'all be like, man, y'all be snowing out and everything up there, brother. But it's like no other, man. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely got its own vibe. As because you're running a label, now that you're doing all the tasks, bro. Like how do you like the booking and all the managerial aspects? And it's a lot. It's a full fledged job, man. Like it's a full
Right,
fledged.
right, right. Well, thankfully, I mean, I don't do everything myself. I mean, thankfully, my girlfriend helps me as far as like with my shows and the booking and whatnot like that. So I don't have to worry about that too much. But as far as like the business side, when it comes to the interviews and my music and the taxes and then I got you know how that goes. But luckily, I mean, that's why I tell these young artists, man, if you have somebody that you can ask, or even like you said, investigate online, teach yourself. That's the best way to go about it, man. Don't let these companies screw you because they just gonna leave a bitter taste in your mouth. I mean, and some artists actually quit music because of that. You can't let people do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're gonna go through the rap game is a dirty business. You know what I'm saying? It takes a special person to make it, but you just got to be strong-willed, strong-hearted, and if you want it bad enough, you're gonna get it.
So shout out to you, your girlfriend as well. It's amazing when you have a great team, a support system. I seen you talking about that in the previous interview, and I really wanted to bring that up as well. Like, especially if you're a person who's attempting something new in your family, right? And it's not the traditional methods or routes that that they would recommend, such as a lot of independent artists when they say, "Hey, I want to do music for a living." It I found a lot of times people are met with skepticism, man, and from the people that should root them the hell on, like, but they met with skepticism. They're met with non-support, and you would think it would be the people that are that you say hate to every day that would be your first in your corner. But a lot of times people find that this isn't the case as they start to elevate. A lot of times the people that they've been around their whole lives start to kind of like there starts to become this distance, and I really believe it's partly due to you're living a life they can't understand or fathom because they don't know what it's like to chase that because they're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw in your last interview, that you do have an awesome support system that rocks with you, man. That doesn't it make a hell of a difference, bro? Like it's like you can see it, like you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like I feel like it's less of a fight because instead of fighting for people to believe, you got somebody who's actually on your side, like they helping to fight with you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? How do you feel like that? As far as being an artist, how do you describe the difference between having that support versus maybe if you haven't had that support at one time? How does it feel when you describe it?
It makes a big difference. I mean, like in my younger part of my career, I didn't have a whole lot of support. You know what I'm saying? So I was just kind of trying to learn the business, learn my music, things like that. And as my career developed a little bit, I mean, my support system got a lot better as far as my family, my girlfriend, my kids, so forth like that. And then just having a support system, it even changes your music, man, because I mean, it changes your mood, your spirit. You know what I'm saying? It makes you want to do it even more. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got people that are behind you, people that you don't want to let down, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you're going to do 100% better. You're going to do, you're going to put your all into it. You know what I'm saying? Compared to people that have nobody pushing them or no support system. So I just, for artists that don't have a support system, I just got to tell them, just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because one day somebody gonna catch your vibe. You know what I'm saying? The last thing you want to do is give up because you're never gonna make it if you give up. So
Facts, bro. And hats off to every artist that attempts because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. It wouldn't be special. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So a shout out to everybody who's attempting to break the mold. And the thing, the beauty about it is, no matter where you come in the line of artists that come before you, you'll always do it differently than anybody who's.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely contribute and give the world that gift if you possess it. What's in the cards for the next 5 years for K Town, man? What is it that you'd like to achieve and put under your belt in that time period?
Oh man, in the next 5 years, I plan on being far richer than I am right now. I plan on being far more advanced as that I am right now. Because eventually, what I want to do is I want to take a step back from music, eventually, and just help my younger artists. Right now, I just feel that God wants me to do music, so I'm just gonna do it until He tells me not to no more. You know what I'm saying? So I've always told my mom, she always known my mother's was always around when I was younger. My dad wasn't really around, so all I had was my mother. I still talk to my mom this day about my music. Believe it or not, she likes it. You know what I'm saying? Some of it, she's kind of like, son, what was you thinking about? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But my mom, she loves my music. You know, sometimes it scares her a little bit, like when I do shows and stuff like that, you know, because what happened with Tupac and Nipsey and just how people are. You know what I'm saying? You really can't trust people, you know, in certain places you can't go like dressed how I am. In certain
Yeah.
places where I live at, you can't go nowhere like this. You got to tuck your chain in or you ain't going to come back with it. You know, you know what I'm saying? So you got to watch your back, watch people, watch who you hang around, watch your circle more than anything because just because somebody's clapping for you don't mean they're happy for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know the two. So you really gotta watch your circle and more or less stay proud of yourself.
Man, awesome, awesome, awesome answer. I definitely appreciate that, brother. What, especially being a record label owner and executive, what is it that artists can do nowadays to differentiate from the crowd? Because they're, since the internet, like we said, it's really easier to do. It's really easier for artists to make music at home, or it's just there's more artists, there's more music being released on a constant basis and things. So what is a way that the artist, or what are some ways that artists can differentiate and make sure they stand out from the crowd while still being relevant in what may be, the sound at the time?
To me, uh, what I do is I just try to be original, man. You don't really want to sound like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You always want to sound like yourself. So I think everybody, you got to have your own particular sound. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the beat that you choose to rap on, as far as how you rap, how you present it. You know what I'm saying? It's just got to be different from what you hear today. Like me, I listen to where I'm at right now. 103 is our station here. I actually get on the radio just to listen to their music, so mine will be different from that. Sometimes I get on there just to listen to it so I can hear what's popping today to make mine totally different from what's on that radio. So that way when you pop mine in, you like, oh, okay, well, this is something totally different to what I'm used to listening to. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to hear. You want to catch that. As soon as your track comes on, you want them to be like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? Not like with the normal, stuff you hear on the radio that they play 900,000 times, you know what I'm saying, a day. So you got to stand out, make it different.
Sure, I know you. I know you got to understand where I'm coming from with this one. I remember a time when you would hear a song on the radio and you would know exactly who it was because they sound was so different from anybody else. You would immediately know that was, even if you didn't know the name of the song, you knew who it was because it's just that
Right.
sound. But
Right.
nowadays it's like you have, instead of having a type of artist, you got like a type of sound. Like instead of having a genre, it's like a type of sound. If you want mumble rap, you go here and everybody sound like that. If you want, what I'm saying, like, and um, I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Like I kind of feel like, is music evolving, or is it like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's different types of music, and I know everybody's not gonna like types of music. But what I'm saying is, with so many different branches and different types, and then there's now this thing of, you got different artists that sound alike. Like you like, what I'm saying? What is an artist to do to make sure that they are seeing, they know it's you? You know what I'm saying? Like, to cut through the fog, like, because I'm you got people like Roddy Rich. Then you got people like, what's the other? They sound alike. I'm trying to think his name. You know what I'm saying? They sound alike. Like, you be like, damn, bro. You be thinking it's one of them. You think it's him, but it ain't even him. And you be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what's it? And then you be the other dude that you knew. It be somebody new. You be like, they all sound. They sound. Why don't they just get together and be in the group? You
Well,
know what I'm
that and
saying?
that's another thing too. Like some artists, like with me, I
Yeah.
I learned from Tupac. Like he liked his voice not polished. You know what I'm saying? He wanted you to feel every stutter, every breath. Like with me, I don't polish my voice. When I get on the mic, you hear my voice. I don't touch it up at all. You know what I'm saying? Most artists they want to use that machine. You know what I mean? And that's when you get to sounding like them other artists. You don't want to do that because when you get to using that machine, they're gonna be like, "Is that little baby?" or you know what I'm
Pop,
saying, or you get to sounding like somebody else. Yeah.
pop
So I
money,
mean,
dog.
yeah, you want to keep your voice original. You don't really. I mean, if some artists, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can use a machine to doctor it up a little bit, but you don't
Yeah,
want to overdo it. You know what I'm saying?
facts. That's what I'm talking about bringing that one thing that you that I feel like it's a signature. It's like an audio signature. That one thing that you bring to everybody, you sign it, everybody know it was you. You know what I'm saying? Like they knew it was
Oh
you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, man, with people like you and really just independent. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know when the last time I listened to mainstream because here's the thing. I feel like it's a popular opinion, and I might be wrong. I'm not all knowing. I feel like it's a popular opinion that underground been better than mainstream forever and a day, man. Like, why are we like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like yes, there are mainstream artists who are probably marketable to more audiences. I guess that's might be what it is. But
yeah,
when we talk about skill, it's like the underground is where it's at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like the big leagues, and then and yes, the mainstream kind of looks like it's the big leagues, but when it comes to skill and standing on your own, it's like the underground is like really where the work is put. And I just wish like more and more, and I feel like it should happen soon. With all these independent artists out now, I'm like, hopefully, man, you guys will get the shine that's been long overdue. You know what I'm saying?
um,
It seems like when people do go commercial, the music no longer it misses the soul, man. It misses the soul of the artist that you know what I'm saying that fought to get to that spot. You get what I'm
right.
saying? And
Yeah,
and
it changes. Yeah,
and then it becomes like career decision music. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
we want hungry, starving. I want this bad artist music. Like that's what we want. Like we want
Yeah,
untamed. Like you go out there, he probably gonna eat you, artists. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we want. But then
definitely.
they get the bag, and then it's like now we get the docile. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so you gotta promise me, bro. When you kick this dough in, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring that. You gotta bring that. You know what I'm saying? Like because. I feel like it's long overdue, and I feel like that's the hip hop we know. You know what I'm saying? That's what we seen it come from. I'm not trying to knock nobody, but we went from the Wu Tang Clan to Trippy Red. I'm done. I can't, bro.
No,
What we doing, bro? Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
oh, I
Um,
can assure you, if I, God blesses me to make it to that level that I'm trying to get to, every K Town track will always be fire. I can always promise you that. My hungriness ain't never gonna stop. Not to the casket drop.
hey, and that right there, brother, we gonna hold you to, and I know you, and I know it's true. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate you stepping on the platform. Do me a favor, brother. Look into the camera. Tell them everything about how they can follow you, where your music's at, what channels they can follow you, how they can find you on every platform, so that we can make sure to get this up, and that way we can continue the movement, brother, and definitely get some more supporters. You know what I'm saying? Definitely rocking with your music for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh yeah, everybody they can hit me up, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, K Town. Everybody like and subscribe my YouTube channel, my Spotify channel. I'm on every music platform. Everybody be looking out for new videos. New music's gonna be coming up. I got a new 5-song LP coming up with Staff Johnson and King Crano. That's gonna be real dope. Y'all look out for that. That's gonna be the next projects I'm working on.
You have already have a release date for that, or you'll place it on your? Because I'm following your Facebook, I believe. You'll just post it up as soon as you get the date certified.
Oh, it's actually in the processes right now. It won't be too long before we be dropping that though. It's gonna be about a 5-song LP. So I'm looking real forward to that because it's actually uh if you've heard Doors, if you listen to that, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be that type of music.
Man, I definitely hear some. I definitely have some versatility in what I've been hearing. You drop me on YouTube, brother, and there's different tracks, and like you said, they range in emotion, bro. Definitely hats off to you as far as your versatility, and it shows that you can't be contained, man. Which means that the sky is the limit, man. I
I
definitely appreciate
appreciate it.
Nah, hey, man, it's been a pleasure myself, man. I appreciate you coming through K Town. I always try to check in with the artists every so often so we can chronicleize your journey, so that those who might be, meeting you at one point, they can get to go back or go forward and see, what I'm saying, what's rocking with you. If given the opportunity, would you be willing to come back and sit down with us, brother, in the future and talk about what's happening from now to then?
Almost definitely. You already know I'll definitely be back in the building.
Well, until then, brother, definitely stay up, stay blessed, and we'll be listening for sure.
Definitely. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, appreciate you, G. Take care. Oh, my bad, brother. What'd you say? My bad.
Oh, y'all take care.
For sure, for sure. All right, guys, this is gonna conclude our interview today with K Town, man. My guy is an awesome artist, man. Go check his music out. Like I said, if you got my Facebook, if you're following us on Facebook right now, or if you follow us on Instagram, if you go to my story, there's a link there directly to the interview, as well as I believe I shared a reel that he did that's right on my page. So if you go to my page, you can click right on brother's profile. Make sure that you send him a request. Make sure that you be following his music. K Town, be on the lookout, man. I'm telling y'all. Hey, go check out Hindsight right now, man. Check it out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure that we get the links and everything included with the article write up that we do for the website, so that you guys can find them easier. Like always, I definitely appreciate everybody who supports the platform, who gives the attention to the artists and everything, who comes on the show, the different people of our the different people of interest that we have here, because you could be anywhere in the world, but instead you chose to hang out with us and get to know these amazing people. So don't wait on the world to change when you can be the one to change the world. I have been Mr. No Offense. You guys have been absolutely awesome, and we will definitely check you out next time. Peace.